Hi guys, welcome to Off the 10th. My name is Chris, and today we are live with a pre-beer analysis 101 show. It's me on the Off the 10th. Why I said fucking on the 10th? Where the fuck am I now? I'm off the 10th, and I'm joined with Joe, Average Joe from the Beer Patrol. Say hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
I fucking knew you were gonna say that. I knew that was gonna happen.
It's so predictable. Ow!
Of course it is. Today we are going to do, like I said, we're going to do a little bit of a pre-show before Beer Analysis 101, which we will later on be doing a beer from, what's that beer from?
Half Hours on Earth.
On Half Hours on Earth, we're going to be doing that brewery. Today, Joe and I are going to enjoy a beer from Other Half Brewing out of Brooklyn, New York. You know what? I'm going to let Joe introduce the beer that we're doing today. Go ahead, Joe.
Look at this guy. He's giving me the free reins on his channel.
Well,
All right, so we are reviewing a beer from the Other Half Brewing Company. You say they're out of Brooklyn, New York. I say Brooklyn, New York, and Rochester, New York, baby. Because that's what they are.
Yeah.
And this is their double dry hop dollar slice with extra cheddar. What does that mean? Nobody knows. Literally.
It means with extra hops. That's not what it sounds like. Right?
Well, I mean, what does that exactly mean? So this is a IPA, 7.5% alcohol by volume, no IBUs listed. At the time of review, this is under a month old, so still pretty damn fresh. They are using a Vermont yeast strain for this beer and Citra and Galaxy hops, and then they hit it again with Citra and Galaxy hops.
Nice.
And full disclosure, I've had this one before.
But you haven't had a lot of it.
No, I've had like 5 ounces of it, and I had it during at the brewery in Rochester, and I had it with about six, 7 other beers. So I just remember enjoying it. Not much past that.
Nice. I really dig the simple can artwork on this one. It's funky. It's neon lights with a slice of fucking pie on the can, which is nice because it kind of reminds me of going out late drinking and finding some place that get a slice somewhere.
Well, that's the point. Other Half likes to always reflect their labels and names on New York City, and dollar slice pizza is huge in New York, and pretty much exactly how you say 2-3 in the morning, people go get dollar slices because they can't tell the difference between a quality slice and a 99-cent size slice. So whatever.
There you go. I've had this can out for what time is it? 7:32. I've had this out for about 25 minutes, I think.
Yeah,
it's still got some condensation on it. I didn't want to really drink this one Paul heated, you know what I mean? So we're gonna get into this beer.
I usually drink mine around a half an hour out of the fridge. You're talking, 50-degree range. We're not Paul, as you said. We're not crazy. We're not
crazy. All right, she's pouring out super hazy.
Of course
she is. I'm gonna leave some in the can. I'm gonna pour the whole thing out now. All right, that is turbid. Well, mine's coming. It's funny because there are different cameras right now that's going on right now. My softbox is literally right in front of me. You can see the reflection off the actual glass. But this is coming. This is yellow, little bit of orange on it, and it's murky. You can't see nothing through that.
Yeah, I'd say yellow orange color. I'd say the head for me is like a off-white, almost light tan. And for me, I don't know. It's very. I know yours looks like actually straight up white, but in person, mine's definitely eggshell white looking.
It looks very, very inviting, is what this looks like.
That's right. Before we smell it, let me get the comments here.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Eastwind Farms says, "What's up?
What's up? Hey, what's up, Eastwood? Thanks for the sub, by the way, pal. Appreciate that.
I appreciate your viewership as well. Jeff No Jinx says, "Is this Other Half Brewery supposed to be good? Never heard about them." Oh, I see what he's doing.
What's funny about I'm glad that Jeff is here right now. No Jinx, tomorrow morning. We didn't forget about the beers you sent to the piss up. I did an edit of one that's coming out tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. or sooner. Maybe I'll drop it around 10 o'clock. Depends what time I get to work. I might actually release it. And it's one of the 2 beers that you sent and the other one I'm working on. So stay tuned for that one. Go ahead. And who else is on the comments?
Yeah, we didn't get to those beers exceptionally quick at the share. So we
took a while.
Everything. Nick says, also Jeff was going to actually crack this open when we were drinking it, but he's drinking a triple IPA from Hubbard's Cave because I didn't tell him in time. So that's on me, but maybe it's on him. I don't know. Nick says, from Maxwell Star says, who calls an IPA cabbage anyway? The brewery that can, because they make great beer. Okay, Nick. Craig Kemp Beer Review says, hey guys. Oh, sorry, wrong chat. Nick then says, time for my pre-BA 101 dump. Whoops.
Oh well, we
Wrong
know what
chat.
he's watching while he's dumping, so that's
Yeah, I
fine.
don't know
Whatever.
how I feel about that. How
Gross.
do you feel about that? Gross.
No, whatever.
Yeah, gross. Fucking
Turbid
gross.
and murky.
Oh my god. Rod from Rod J Beer Ventures here. He says, "Oh hell yeah!" And I picture him saying that exactly in Stone Cold's voice for some reason.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Broken glass going behind him.
And then Eastwind Farm says, "Rick James," and then Rod slaps him. Because of the whole Chappelle Show sketch, which is fantastic.
With the 5 fingers saved the face.
Yeah, it's slap. And then F your couch. All right. Anyway, get nose on it.
Yeah, take a look and smell. Oh, how old is this beer, Joe?
It doesn't have a date. Let me get I wrote down the date somewhere. I want to say it was mid to late May. So we're, like I said, right around a month old. Let me get it.
It smells fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's like May 15th. If show like definitely right under a month old, say.
Yeah, this is smelling perfect right now.
Tons of like sweet stone fruits. I get like a lot of peach, pineapple.
I'm getting a tiny little bit of that onion and garlic on this one. Just a little bit, not overbearing like that it was super green, but it has just a touch of it, so it's just perfect. Like it's just running before it starts getting malty.
Maybe it had a little bit of how the road would say that herbaceous, the dankness, daddy.
Yeah,
That's what it has.
She's dank.
It does. It has a little bit of onion, garlic. I just say for me, like generic or herbal component to it, but definitely it's like a slight spiciness too from the herbs.
Yeah, I get that. I'm getting I want to say it's kind of for me it's approaching a little bit like a peach scent to it.
Yeah, like peach gummy rings. I'm getting sweeter peach, like candied fruit per se.
Yeah, this smells just divine.
I'm getting a weird mix, and I don't usually get the Citron Galaxy. I usually get like pineapple, passion fruit, the stone fruits. I'm getting like a little bit of like a sweet berry component, like a red berry. I wouldn't necessarily say like a red raspberry or strawberry, just like a little bit of a mixed berry type of nose.
Other than that, I really can't pick out anything. Like I'm not picking up any orange or any grapefruit or any pissiness like that.
No citrus pith, no citrus juice, no citrus peel, none of that. This is all about stone fruits, tropical, that herbaceous dankness, onion, garlicky, herbaceous component.
That's what it does.
And it does smell sweet. Like underneath that herbaceous dankness is a sweetness, like a pretty hefty sweetness, which I know that you're all about.
And it's going to be sweet. I know it's going to be sweet on the front. But it might dry out. We'll find out in a minute. Cheers. First, drink it.
All right, get into it. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. After our first sip, you can jump in the comments while we analyze this. Oh boy.
The body and mouthfeel on fucking other half beers are just. Let me get the comments because I was just going to go on.
This is like fucking milk going down your throat right now. Like this is
There's
fucking
no lactose in here either. Like they didn't use any lactose, which is just I don't understand how they do the mouthfeels and the bodies. Like it's the best part of most other half beers, believe it or not. But all right, comments. We will before we start dissecting this bad boy, like our awesome palates. I'm sorry, our terrible palates can. Nick says definitely turbid and murky. Beer looks pretty thick too. Thick with 2 C's. Rod says 2 beer superstars here, people. I mean,
what?
Chris is because Chris is the new king of beer tube.
Joe is becoming the king of beer tube. Look at him skyrocket. Actually, you know what? Rod J, you're up there over 1,000K. Yeah. You are king. You are a king.
Rod is the new king. And congratulations, Rod, again. Good stuff.
Exactly.
Craig says cheers to Rod. Rod says cheers back. Nick says dank garlic here too. You are just a gross slob, Nick. I'm just going to stop.
I'm going to totally destroy his chat tonight. Anyway.
Yeah. And then Rajay says stone the crows. We don't say that here. Anyway, so you go first. What do you got on this one?
All right, let's do mouthfeel. We just touched on it already. This one is super creamy. It's super thick. This is high end of medium for sure. It's it's approaching full body.
And it's only 7.5 too. Like it's higher side of medium body, which so many of the other half beers aren't like usually this big. Like, but this drink's like a 9 or 10%.
This drink's big, and this one's giving me. It's giving me sticky lips on this one. This for me, that's an indication of a higher body for me.
It's sweet. In the taste, I'm getting a little bit more like a little bit of a malt component, actually. A little bit of like a bready, biscuity thing underneath everything, which I wasn't getting in the nose. But a lot of the stuff carried over, like the peach gummy rings, not as sweet like peach gummy rings, but definitely peach, a little pineapple. That herbaceous garlic onion thing is definitely here without question for me.
Oh, it's dank on the taste too, and which is nice. But this dankness it's weird because a lot of people associate dankness with just an onion garlic flavor. Period. But for me, this dankness is a sweet flavor. I can't pull out specific tropical fruits in this one. This is like it's like sweetness with dankness, and as you know, as vague as that sounds, with a little bit of a peach taste to this one is what I'm pulling the most out of this one. Other than that, mango maybe a little bit, but it's hard to pull out the stone fruit in this one. It really is.
Now that I'm actually getting more into it and just sitting and let my sit on my palate and drink it, I think a little less of the peach pineapple for me and more of like a more fleshy fruit, like a papaya, mango, things that don't have, like I've had papaya before.
Maybe a kiwi?
Yeah, a mango, kiwi. Like they don't have, like for me, like eating a papaya, it's all about the texture of the papaya, right? Not the actual flavor. Like it's not, I never found a papaya to just be like punching me in the face with like juicy peach or something, right? And I'm kind of getting that. I think with the mouthfeel being as soft, smooth, and creamy as it is, I'm getting more fleshy fruits, even like a honeydew melon, something that just has a texture that I associate with what I'm tasting. This isn't like super bright and fruity. It's more like dialed down fruit characteristics, and it's not straight juice. It's more like an actual fruit.
Mm-hmm.
It's super easy to drink though. 7.5%. I can't tell you. Like the body's the only indication that this has alcohol in it.
Literally, if you pass this to it, this kind of reminds me, not flavor wise, but just by hiding the alcohol wise, kind of like Liquid Art Fest from 2 years ago. Like you gave that one to somebody, they would be like, "This is just juice. There's no booze." Yeah. You give this to somebody, okay, people that haven't had that are all macro palates only and not into the craft beer, they're gonna think this is bitter no matter what. I could pass this to the girlfriend and she'd be like, "No, this is bitter."
Yeah,
but
and it's not bitter. The thing is like I think the thing here that would throw people for a loop that don't like New England style IPAs or IPAs in general is that dankness. It definitely, like you said, it's not onion and garlic. It's more just like when I was smelling, just like a generic herbaceous dankness. Just throw any herb out there that has like a slight dank quality to it, or just like a slight spiciness to it, and that's kind of what I'm getting from this beer.
Yeah, and like literally, like I was saying with the Liquid Art Fest, you pass this to someone who drinks craft beer, they're gonna guess alcohol content on this probably around 5-6%.
Yeah, I'd say 6 max. It doesn't have any, and it's like you said, it doesn't for people like us who are been drinking these for a while now. It finishes sweet, doesn't finish bitter, slight dryness, but mostly sweet. But yeah, I mean it's another good beer from Other Half. Like I'd fucking kill multiple cans of this, no questions asked.
Oh, this is multiple cans all day, every day. I said it, and this is at 7.5%. You have 3 of these cans in one sitting, you're done for the night. Yeah, it's dangerous, and I really I really enjoy beer. Like I tell you guys, all the viewers out there watching, all the 7 viewers that we got going on right now, in my videos, I like beers, New England style IPAs like this that are sweet through and through. This one has a touch bit of dryness at the very end of it. There's no pithiness, there's no resin or bitterness on this one for me, but this is the shit that I enjoy. This is the stuff that I can drink every day and not have a problem with it, and totally be an alcoholic on these beers.
But being an alcoholic on these beers, I got a phone ring in the background, so hopefully it doesn't pick it up, maybe ever so slightly. Anyway, no, I totally agree with you. I co-sign. Like there's not much more I can really say. You hit the nail on the head.
Perfect. Let's go jump to comments, and then we're going to give ourselves maybe some ratings because this is pre-beer analysis 101.
All right. So we had Jinx. No Jinx says, Rod, you talking about the down song, Stone the Crows, and then Rod says, thanks to us for making the 1,000 subs possible. Well, you pretty much did the work on your own, Rod. Nick says Stone the Crows, and then something else I won't mention. And then Rod just says who he's talking about, which is a UK beer tuber. We'll go through here. He says he wasn't going to name names because Nick said his name. Wow, that's just basically talking about them. Rajay says, "Oh, fleshy fruits, LOL." Yeah, fleshy fruits. And then Nick says, "Flesh flutes." Nick, you are an animal. And also, I'm never reading any more of your comments ever.
Yeah, Nick's banned.
Yep. Looks tasty for sure, says Nick. Rod says he agrees. Nick says throwing out all the vegetable. I think he wanted to say vegetal buzzwords to make you sound intelligent. Did we throw out? I don't know. Dank and garlic or herbaceous dankness. I don't know.
Maybe spicy.
Rod J says, bet it would pair nicely with a pineapple pizza. Yeah, I said it.
This would pair nicely with everything.
And
anything you're eating or drinking.
Craig says, and pre-cooked bacon.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hate everyone. East Wind Farms just smiles. Nick puts a pineapple emoji out there with a heart emoji. I don't know.
He loves the pineapple.
And just says pineapple pizza, sons. All right.
All day, every day. Now, this is a pre-beer analysis 101 show. I don't know if we're gonna do if I'm gonna do this weekly or when I can get on the actual panel for beer analysis 101. But I kind of like this idea. Let me know down in the comments, guys, if you want me to continue doing a pre-show to beer analysis 101. Not necessarily will me and another person have the same beer. We may do the same style. We may just fucking do whatever the fuck we want and talk about everything. Talk about whatever's going on. It really doesn't matter. Let me know down in the comments if you guys enjoy that. But thanks, Nick. I saw that comment down there. That's awesome. Okay. Now, because this is pre-beer analysis 101, I normally don't do ratings on my channel at all. No, normally I just tell you whether I like it or not and whether you guys should pick it up or not. Take my advice with a grain of salt. However, like I said, because it's before beer analysis 101, we are going to rate this on my channel with style and personal enjoyment. And I'm going to let Joe start it off. Go ahead.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
I'm just going to piggyback right the fuck after that too.
Well, I think stylistically, New England style IPA, because that's what it is. Even though they always just say India Pale Ale on their labels and stuff. I mean, that's what Other Half does. Stylistically, I'd probably give this probably like an 8.5 out of 10, maybe approaching a 9. Like if I can do 8.75, I don't want to make it complicated, but somewhere in that range, right? Like a high 8 point. We'll go 8.75 out of 10 for a style. I think it's really well made, well executed. I wish it was more juicy, I guess, is the way I would say. Like a little less of the fleshy fruits, more of juicy fruits. And I wish that the dankness wasn't the predominant character. Now, I like the herbaceous dankness, that onion garlic thing, but I like it as like a supporting actor or actress, so to speak, when it comes to the beer. I don't want it to be the predominant note. Personal rating, though, I'd go 8.5 out of 10. It's a 4.25 out of 5 all day long in my book, on my channel, here on the pre-show, 8.5 out of 10 all day. I really like this one. I think I gave it the exact same score when I had the pour at the brewery itself. I think the mouthfeel on this one and just the ease of drinking bumps up.
It's so easy.
I would give it an 8 out of 10 just as is, I think, flavor wise, but I think it gets bumped up a half point because, I mean, you crush a bunch of these. It's not the most flavorful Other Half beer. It's not the most fruity. It's not the most juicy. It's not the most hazy. It's not all that stuff, but it's super easy to drink. It hides the alcohol well, and I can't really complain too much about the flavor. So 8.75 out of 10 for style, 8.5 out of 10 for personal enjoyment. Perfect.
Now, for me, I'm going to kind of piggyback what you're saying just on one point. For me, the flavor is good. I agree with you. I kind of wish you throw a little. Okay, you want to put some extra cheddar, extra hops in this thing. Throw a little bit of citra hops in this one. Get a little, like you said, Joe. Get a little bit more of that citrus taste in it. Give me a little bit of an orange taste to this. This would be fantastic if it had just a touch. I don't even want lactose or any of that shit in it. This has enough creaminess in it. This has enough oats and flake wheats in it, like to the nines or to the whatever you want to call it. Anyway, stylistically, it is super New England style. That's what it is. And I mean, it's a New England style double dry hopped IPA. You know what this is getting for me out of 10? This is getting an 8.5 for style for sure all day. Personal enjoyment. I like this. It's not like I've had, I had two other half beers, or maybe even more. How many do we have at the
like 3 or 4 at the bottle share, and then I gave you the more Citra than all Citra plus this.
Oh, the all Citra, more Citra than all Citra was. I'll be honest with you, was a little bit better than this one.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it was way better for me.
Yeah. No doubt. So for my personal enjoyment, would I drink this every day? Yes, I would. If it had a little bit more citrus in it, this would be way higher. However, with that being said, I know I'm dragging this on. I'm just fucking mumbling, blah, 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 blah. Personal enjoyment, out of 10, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. Personal enjoyment.
Yeah, pretty much where I am. I mean, that's the thing. This is a beer that I might not introduce people to other half with. Like, I think people would enjoy it, but because they're so well known, hyped, and whatnot, I don't think this is one of their like, oh my god, amazing beers. I think like that more citrus than all citrus, something I would introduce. Here's a 10.5 triple IPA, and it drinks like it's fucking 8%, and it's just amazing. This is one that I want in the fridge all the time. Though, like a 4-pack of this, I think is $18. So like $4.50 a can, which is kind of the going rate for New England style IPAs in the States. Yeah, it's worth that. I wouldn't pay 22 or 24. I wouldn't pay $6 a can for it, but I'd pay $4.5 easily.
Oh, and I've paid a lot. I paid $6 or $5.50 for stuff that's worse than this. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, easy drinking. This is like an everyday drinking New England style IPA. That's the best way to put it. So yeah, so we're pretty much in the same realm. Yeah, pretty good beer. It
was a good beer, and if I had a fucking little thing going, I would be a little bit like Nick with the style and the personal enjoyment little graphic there, but fuck it, didn't matter. It's pre-show anyway. Joe, jump to the comments and then we'll end it.
All right. Obviously Nick said he liked the idea, Chris, but you already pretty much saw that. Eastwind Farm says, Chris, where did the Off the 10th come from?
Okay, so Off the 10th started once I moved off the 10th floor in my apartment building, which then at the time I was on the 10th, and then I went on the 10th when I separated from my ex-wife, and prior to being on the 10th, I was in the basement, which is why I was separated from my wife to go on to the 10th. So in the basement on the 10th, now I'm off the 10th, living in Chippewa, Ontario. Fantastic place, and will be the host for next year's Chippewa Piss Up before the Albino Rhino Beer Fest.
Is everybody properly confused now? Good. Okay.
Good. Me too. So am I.
Bob Sue, I don't know what's happening. But that's a good explanation. So Eastman Farms now knows. Rod says, good stuff, Chris. Keep it going, brother. So another, and I know I'll say keep it up. I love the idea. So that's 3 people. Eric Gilbert shows up and says, where's the damn physics, sons?
Oh, fuck.
This doesn't need to be physics. Trust me.
It really doesn't.
No, it doesn't. No.
What do you want? Why do you want full body on this?
Yeah. Do you want no carbonation? I don't know what we're trying to do at all. Craig says, yeah, great idea. Maybe do some wine reviews, right, Rod? Jesus. So we got 4 people saying it's a good idea, but Craig coming in with, the best wine tuber ever, Rod J. All the wine reviews over there.
For sure.
Nick says, juicy fruit, gonna move you. I'm done with you, Nick.
And you know what? Actually, when I read that, it's kind of giving me a little bit of a juicy fruit flavor to this one because of that dankness and that garlicky and that garlicky.
The Vermont style yeast, I think. I don't know. They're getting a little bit of it.
Yeah, I get it. Nick, you're fucking pretty smart without having the beer.
Little bubble gum, baby. Rod says, LOL. Oh, yeah. You get that top wine tuber spot. And then he says, Ice Cube in an iced tea shirt still cracks me up. Need that shirt. It's out there, Rod.
That one shirt of the beer festival 2 years ago was awesome. Because I won it last year, and then fucking you win it with the woo!
Wu-Tang, that shit's good. I like that. Yeah. Jeff says, can't wait to try mine now. Cheers, guys. Thanks for this one again, Joe. I hope you enjoy it, Jeff. I'm pretty sure you will. Hopefully you enjoy it just as much as we did, though. Nick says, double dry humped. That is honestly a comment that I feel like Guy would make that comment more so
Greg.
Than Nick. Or Greg, yeah. That's terrible, Nick. That's on you.
Greg all day.
And then Chris he says Chris is making love to the beer.
I already did.
Yeah,
that's why it's even creamier now. Anyway.
Yeah. Eric says that shit stains the glass. It does. Nah, it's not like a huge imperial stout or anything. Nick says sounds like Chris would drink this for 1 hour, 20 minutes every day.
Nah, I get it. That's a Chad reference.
Yeah, terrible. Earth comes in with a big emoji of a tall, frosty glass of beer, which is saying cheers to us. So cheers, Earth.
Cheers, Earth. Thanks for watching.
Appreciate it, good sir. And then last but not least, Jeff says cheers to Earth. So yeah, awesome.
All right, so I'm going to end this. First of all, I'm going to say thank you to Joe for providing me with this other half beer, and thank you for joining me on the pre-show. I really appreciate that, Joe.
My pleasure, good sir. I appreciate you letting me infiltrate your amazing channel.
Anyway, we're done with this little bit of a pre-show. Beer Analysis 101 will be happening on Maxwell Star on his YouTube channel. We are doing from Half Hours on Earth. We are doing, what is the beer called?
Necessary Juice.
Necessary Juice. Yeah, we all came in and, well, Ashley Saxton ordered it. We all got it, so we're all going to be reviewing it. Some people may not make appearances, but they do have a little bit of video spiel, I do believe. Nick will actually explain that. Anyway, that's happening in 5 minutes from now. Sorry, I should have put quotes on that. 5 minutes from now. We'll see. Anyway, we are done. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you again, Joe, for helping me out today on the first pre-Beer Analysis 101 show. And we are out of here. Joe, you want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye,
Bye, Joe.
See you later, guys. Bye.